billionaire Warren Buffett and his secretary, Debbie Bosanek. She's in the spotlight right now for paying a higher tax rate than he does, and now she's speaking out about it for the first time. And ABC's Bianca Rodrigo, our weekend anchor, traveled to Omaha yesterday and sat down with them both.
Good morning, Robin. Debbie says she still feels like Cinderella at the ball after this experience. You know, the president singled her out during his State of the Union address, and House Minority Leader Eric Cantor says she will be one of the defining moments of the 2012 election. But up until a few months ago, Debbie Bosanek had never put much thought into her tax rate or that of her bosses. Well, today she says she's representing average citizens who want a voice and want to be treated fairly in the area of taxes.
Right now, Warren Buffett pays a lower tax rate than his secretary.
Just hours after her moment in the spotlight, Debbie Bosanek was back at her day job.
When she goes away for a couple of days, you know, nothing happens. So
what happened yesterday?
Well, I just wait for her to come back.
Bosanek has been famed investor Warren Buffett's secretary for 19 years, but now she's gaining stardom of her own as the face of tax inequality. What has this past 24 hours been like for you?
It's been magical. I'm still taking it all in. I can't believe it happened. It was like a dream come true.
Bosanek is making waves because she makes less money than her billionaire boss, but pays a higher tax rate than he does.
Yeah, Deb is typical. She's right in the middle.
In 2010, Bosanek paid a nearly 36% tax rate. Buffett, who made $62 million that year, paid less than half of that. Now Bosanek and her boss are campaigning for something the president calls the Buffett rule, requiring millionaires to pay at least 30% in income tax. House Speaker Boehner was asked about the Buffett rule, and he said, well, we all know that there's a
reason we have low rates on capital gains. That's because it spurs new investment in our economy.
He's wrong. I mean, people like to make money in investing, and they make it if the tax rate's 15% in share, and if they make it if the tax rate's 30% in share.
Buffett made about triple what GOP candidate Mitt Romney made in 2010, yet Romney has been taken to task by some for his tax rate.
I don't blame Governor Romney for paying the tax rate he paid. I blame the U.S. Congress.
Do you think this will be a defining issue in this year's election?
I think it should be a defining issue. Debbie works just as hard as I do, and she pays at twice the rate I pay. I think that's outrageous.
I asked Buffett if he thought that Governor Romney should have released more than 2 years of his tax returns. Buffett says yes, he should have, because he's going to have to eventually. The problem with releasing just 2 years' worth, according to Buffett, is that people will question what he paid a few years earlier. So Romney should just lay it all out now. So some advice.
A little pressure on.
From Warren, yeah.
All right. I love the relationship between the two of them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They're great.
Thanks for making the trip there. Appreciate it, Bonnie.